Good morning, everyone. Welcome on into North Dakota Today. The Joy Project was created to share joy with people living in temporary housing throughout the Fargo-Moorhead area. Founder Marissa joining us this morning on the couch to talk about spreading joy this Christmas. Good morning, Marissa.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
Oh my goodness, she really said lights, camera, action. Cindy Lou Who in the flesh. Here she is, sparkle and shine.
Right, if I'm going to talk about joy, I should show joy wherever I go,
And
right?
that you are. You walked in and I immediately said, yes, more of this. Get here immediately. You look fabulous.
Thank you.
This is so exciting and such an incredible organization. Tell us about what's going on.
Sure. Well, on Christmas Eve, there's a large group of volunteers who are going to set up 9 meals all throughout the Fargo-Moorhead community. Wow. Our goal is really to celebrate the holidays with people who are often forgotten, that don't have the means to celebrate Christmas and Christmas Eve. Yeah. So we go out, we set up these beautiful meals, very traditional and delicious. We have gifts for most of the people that we serve, and it really is just a celebratory, joyous festival everywhere we go.
Yeah, truly, the Joy Project.
Yes.
So how did this all begin for you? What was that like?
Sure. In 2013, I was driving home from work, and I lived in South Moorhead near the Grand Inn Motel. And for the first time ever, a school bus had pulled up, and a couple of kids ran, jumped off the bus and ran inside. And I tried to process what I was seeing. My first thought was, oh, these children are just, the parents must work there. The kids are running inside after school to see their parents. And then it was shortly after that, we're like, no, Marissa, those kids lived at that hotel. They were just going home after school. It was November, getting close to Christmas, and my thought was if you're living in a hotel, how do you, first of all, have the meal to purchase, the money to purchase what you need to make a meal? Yep. And then how do you cook it? You don't have what you need. Yeah. So the first year we set up meals at 3 hotels that had a large long-term occupancy rate. And the Joy Project took off from there. We've been able to expand every year.
Gosh. I mean, this is incredibly beautiful.
Right?
And the fact that you just saw children getting off of a bus and it turned into a movement.
Right. And I believe it was just meant to be, because we lived there for years, and I had never seen another school bus again. So I just felt like it was meant to be. The time of year it happened, it was meant to be. And with our volunteers, we've been able to do so much and touch so many people on Christmas Eve.
I know, and I love that it's actually on Christmas Eve. So many people are taking time away from their own families to come and help spread the joy.
Absolutely.
So what is it like for you to witness? We were scrolling through photos too to kind of show the volunteers and how it all kind of comes together. But for you personally, what is it like to see not only everybody come together, but then the people who really need something like this on Christmas Eve?
It's amazing. I remember one of our first years, I got a letter somebody handed to me when they were done, or when our festivities were done, and they just said, this was it. This was our Christmas, and we had nothing else planned. We couldn't do anything else for our children. Your volunteers made it special, and we'll never forget you. And this is a big project. This year we're expecting to serve about 600 people, and it can be hard emotionally and physically, everything. And I think back to that letter, and I think back to those people that we serve, and the happiness and the excitement, and that it gets me through every year.
And that was really all it took, and you said, yep, we're doing this.
Absolutely.
Wow. See, sometimes it's that small. It's that easy. Send the letter, send the message, do what you can. So 600 people this Christmas Eve.
Yes.
How many volunteers does that look like?
One of the things I love about the Joy Project is if you want to volunteer, we find a spot for you to volunteer. Sure. And not everybody can give up their Christmas Eve, and that's okay. Yeah. We have volunteers that tie blankets that we give out as gifts to people. We have volunteers wrapping presents. So I wish I had the capacity to take a count of volunteers, but I almost guarantee we have about 500 people that touch this project in some way to make it happen.
And that's incredible.
It is.
Let's get into this.
Yes,
so this is a gift. So it's more than a meal.
Right. Our priority is to provide the meal, and then if we can get enough support and funds to provide gifts, we do that too. So we have Santa that comes out on Christmas Eve, his busiest night of the year, to bring presents and gifts to the kids. Yeah. But we also try and put together these beautiful warm blanket hugs that students at Moorhead Horizon Middle School have been tying for the past week. Yeah. We include a pair of gloves and just a sweet treat, because who doesn't want that on Christmas Eve? So we're right now in the process of getting these all ready. We probably, we have about 100, close to 200 ready to go to give to people, because we do set up meals in shelters also.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So do you still need help?
We do. We're getting close to being done.
Okay, yep,
But
tell us how.
if there's anybody that's watching that is able to make a financial donation or wants to make a purchase to help us out, we're still in need about 40 more pairs of winter gloves and 40 more of these candy canes that are filled
Christmas
with candy.
kisses. Yeah.
But other than that, like, things are just, that's why we've been able to expand this year, because people have been so generous, and every year people hear about this project and want to be a part of it, because it really is, it's a community coming together to take care of others.
And it's such a joy to just watch you talk about it. You guys, she literally walks in shining, and it makes sense that she is, you know, the creator of the Joy Project. Like, it all comes together. Remind us where, when, what time on Christmas Eve, all of those details.
Well, if you're interested, just look for us on Facebook. I think it's like at the Fargo Joy Project to find us. Should be one of the first ones to pop up. But, you know, we do, we really try and cater to the needs of the people that we're serving. So some locations we're able to set up meals earlier in the day, some have to be later. So it's kind of an all-day event.
Well, that's incredible and busy, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so
much for coming on and sharing your story, truly.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, stick around, everybody. It's Wednesday, so Cooking with Cashway is up next.